Hi everybody, my name is Ho-Pin Tung and I'm here with Schmidt Dragon Racing at the Indianapolis 500. And of course I'm very excited. It's going to be my first race in IndyCar and immediately in a very special one here at the Indianapolis Speedway. Can't wait to get out there and start racing. I've watched many races in the past, of course, and I spoke about it also with Juan Pablo Montoya when I was doing work with him at BMW Williams Formula One team at that time. Yeah, I've had a lot of chats and saw a lot of videos. Obviously, especially the last few weeks, I've basically gone through all the footage I could find online, onboard videos from the team, everything. Tried to absorb as much as I could. It was my first run in the IndyCar, and I was very eager to get a go. So end of last year in November, I had a test with the fast racing team in Sebring, and that went really well. And basically from that moment on, I was just trying to put together a program to be here at the Indianapolis 500, and so here I am. Well, right after the test, which was very successful, I worked together with Sam Schmidt to try to put together a package, and obviously in the end he teamed up with Jay Penske with Dragon Racing, as they have a very strong package, and they had a very strong package here last year. So I think it's a perfect environment for me to be here and to learn. It's going to be a very steep learning curve for me, but so far everything is going really well. I had a good test with the guys in Chicagoland last Monday, and had a good ROP session. So everything's going very smooth and great support. Obviously, I was maybe slightly nervous. Of course, I didn't really know what to expect. Everybody's like speaking to me about Indianapolis Speedway, and I have to say I had great coaching around me. I mean, Al Anser Jr. took me for a few laps around the track in the morning, and then I spoke a lot with Sam, also with my driver coach Jeff Andretti, and we went through a lot of stuff and watched onboards together. So basically, I think I was quite well prepared. So after the first few laps, it all felt quite natural and just went like without any problems. I think I'm a pretty smooth driver. So I think I can adapt to different driving styles. So whereas at the test in Sebring, I was a bit more aggressive with the car. Obviously that is needed for a road course, but then here at the ovals and the super speedways, it's going to be something completely different. And so yeah, I'm looking forward. It's also one of the things I still need to learn, I think. But so far, yesterday went really smooth. Well, obviously the car is behaving very differently, and also the way the car reacts on your driver inputs is very different compared to a road course. And then in the end, I mean, the speeds are much higher than anything else I've experienced before. So there was a bit of a challenge in the beginning, but I got used to it very easily. The support I've had received from China has always been tremendous, and every time I go there, there's a lot of fans, and every event we're doing, got a lot of presents. Actually, last time I was in Shanghai, I got almost an encyclopedia with my whole career, with pictures inside, which I didn't even know that they existed. And I mean, I'm going to be here in the Indy 500 with a Chinese sponsor, which obviously makes me even more proud, and I'm really looking forward, and hopefully I can make it through qualifying and have a great race. Yeah, of course they are, and actually we're going to have a few. I think we're going to have a few Chinese journalists coming over. Web media, written media, it's pretty hot news, I think, over there, and we had many requests for interviews, people to come over here. So we'll see a bunch of them here, I think, at qualifying and races. Hard to say. I don't really have like a real racing hero, but obviously many people inspire me, because I mean, people who've had achieved great things in motor racing. Thinking about people like Michael Schumacher, Al Anser Jr., Arie Luyendyk, fastest lap ever around here in Indy. So there's many people who inspire me, but I wouldn't really say I have a real, let's say, hero, I think. I have many proud achievements, I think, in racing. Obviously, every championship that you win is a great one. Actually, every race that you win is a great one, because there's always a big team behind you, and all those people put in a lot of effort, and it's great if you can reward them back with a win. So definitely the Formula BMW title I won, Formula 3 title in Europe that I won, my Formula 1 drives with BMW Williams, with Renault F1, have been very memorable. So yeah, there's many very nice moments, I would say, in my career. Yeah, well, I once had. I drove out of the pit lane. I remember. I think it was in Formula 3. I drove out of the pit lane, and as soon as I drove out, the fire extinguisher went off. So, like, all panic and went straight back into the garage. The team replaced the fire extinguisher in like no time. Cleaned the car. Sent me out again. As soon as I exited the pit lane, the thing went off again. So in the end, it appeared that the switch was broken rather than the connection to the extinguisher. So after they replaced the switch, third time went out, everything was fine. So well, yeah, it was a bit of a mess at that time. Well, for fun, I don't know. I'm just walking downtown almost every evening, having some dinner, just walking around a bit. Obviously, spending most of the time here at the Speedway with the team. Last week, I was most of the time at the workshop, just hanging around with the guys. There's so many things for me to learn, and just to get familiar with all the procedures here and all the equipment is most important for me. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it online, a few pictures. I haven't seen it in say reality yet, but it looked very spectacular, I think, and very different from other open wheel series. And I think that's a really nice step in the good direction, because IndyCar here, especially Indianapolis 500 race, it's a very special series, and to distinguish themselves with a car like that, I think it's a good step. Well, obviously, being Chinese is one thing, but then when I'm at the track competing to all the other drivers, it doesn't matter from which country you are. I think for where you're from, or we're just trying to compete as hard as we can. And I mean, I know it's an extremely competitive grid this year with so many entries, and so I'm just hoping to have a good and solid run with the team in free practice, so that we'll have a good chance to qualify for the race, and then we'll take it from there. Hi folks, thanks for joining us today at IndyCar.com, and keep following all the videos coming up in the next few days.